So, is Black Panther good? Yeah. I just got back from watching the movie and I loved it. Here are a few reasons why. The first thing that stood out to me were the visuals. Black Panther is a beautiful movie to watch, and I'm not just saying that because the actors are attractive. From the clothes the Wakandans wore to the country they inhabited, everything was so colorful, detailed, and filled with life. I mean, just look at the clothes that Dura Milaje wore. And for me personally, Black Panther's suit is one of my favorites in the MCU. I just loved how the costumes were inspired by different African cultures, but you know, with a little sci-fi twist added to it. The world the characters inhabited felt real and purposeful. You know how the environment of a fictional world can feel empty? Like, it's beautiful to look at, but there's no substance to it. Kind of like an attractive person that has a horrible personality. But with Black Panther, Wakanda is fully realized. Everything you see in Wakanda is purposefully done. Nothing's just thrown there just for you to look at. There's a reason behind it. The architecture and the technologies are not only seen in the movie, but are used to convey to the audience of what culture the country has. This is a quick part of the review. It was great, which is also my opinion on pretty much the whole entire movie. Kendrick Lamar helped produce the music for this film, so you know it's gonna be good. The movie's soundtrack was also composed by Ludwig Göransson. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. He also helped develop the music for Creed, which is another Ryan Coogler film that's good. And just like in Creed, Göransson did a great job with the score for Black Panther. Right off the bat, some of my favorite tracks on the film were Killmonger's theme and Ops. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has been around for a decade, and rightfully so. The general public is pretty burnt out on superhero movies. I'm happy to say, at least from my opinion, Black Panther is a breath of fresh air. I think part of what makes Black Panther different from other MCU films is that Black Panther, the character, the mythos that comes with it, is very unique by nature. I know that's such a blanket statement, but I believe it to be true. The film doesn't really follow the Marvel formula in that whenever something serious happens, it's completely nullified by a corny joke.
I care how you speak. Loki is beyond reason, but he is of Asgard, and he is my brother.
He killed 80 people in 2 days.
He's adopted.
Black Panther has those serious moments, and it respects those moments. And no, I'm not saying the whole movie is dark and depressing. There are a lot of moments in the movie that are actually funny and light. The main cast was great. They were actually interesting and charismatic and fun to watch. You really root for the main character in this film. Back in Civil War, T'Challa gave off this vibe that he had everything in control, when in reality, as shown in this movie, that's completely the opposite. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's lost and doubtful about his own position as king, and even the traditions of his own country. And the whole arc of his character, really, is trying to make sense of everything that's being thrown at him. The supporting cast, Agent Ross, Okoye, Nakia, and Shuri weren't thrown to the sideline either. They were characters that were important to the plot and had interesting interactions with T'Challa and the world around them. But I have to say, out of all the side characters in the film, Shuri's probably my favorite. I just think she was so funny and cute, and I like that she was very smart and intelligent with creating technologies. I like watching her in the movie, it was great.
Did he freeze?
Like an antelope in headlights. Are you finished?
Now, I know this has created a big hub in the internet, and that's the villains of Black Panther. I say villains because there's two of them. Villain number one, Ulysses Claw. He was kind of like the minor villain in the movie. To be honest, I thought Claw was a very interesting character. I thought he was funny, entertaining. I like the fact that even though he did horrible things in the movie, the audience can't help but like the guy. Villain number two, Killmonger. Everyone loves Killmonger. I love Killmonger. And rightfully so. He's one of the best MCU villains so far. What makes him stand out as a villain is that he has a reason behind why he believes a certain way, why he's acting in a certain way, and the audience can empathize with his beliefs. And what makes a good villain is that Killmonger made T'Challa and the other quote-unquote good guys question themselves on whether or not they're fighting for the right reasons. There is no denying the cultural impact Black Panther has or is having on the world right now.
Well, the superhero film Black Panther hit theaters over the weekend and brought in a record of $192 million at the box office.
Hate to burst your bubble, we all know that Black Panther isn't technically the first black superhero. Luke Cage. Blade. Every movie Will Smith is in. I don't think it's the fact that Black Panther is the first quote-unquote black superhero movie. It's the fact that it's the only movie that comes to mind that truly celebrates being African. The main cast is black, the director is black. It's a majority black cast, and you don't really see that in Hollywood. And we all know how crooked Hollywood is, right? To see yourself being represented in a way that's respectful to your culture, I know, like, is really affirming for many black people around the world. And I hope that Hollywood moves in different routes with this kind of diversity. Maybe for Asians, I don't know, Filipino Panther, Filipino Eagle, that'd be pretty cool. It's never gonna happen, but one can dream, right? It's a cool movie. It has a message, and I think it did a really good job portraying that message without beating you over the head with it. This part kind of got rambly because I didn't really have a script for it. Now, with all this being said, should you watch Black Panther? Like I said earlier, yeah, it's a great movie. But is it a perfect Marvel movie? No. Along with people celebrating it, there's so much hype surrounding this movie that to criticize it in any fashion is seen as a cardinal sin. But we have to remember, this is still a movie and it has its flaws. I mean, I'm really nitpicking here. If I were to criticize it, I would say there were some pacing issues at the beginning. It kind of felt choppy, like you went from one place and then you went to another place and you go back to this place. And the fact that it had two villains kind of felt severed. You want to focus on this one villain, now you have to focus on this other villain. So balancing that was kind of weird. The action scenes could kind of feel static, especially at the waterfall warrior battle where T'Challa is competing with other people. And wow, the CGI. This movie is very CGI heavy. And I'm fine with CGI, but it kind of got to the point where it became distracting in the film and it's very noticeable. But again, it's not a perfect movie, but it's a really good movie. And I have to say, it's definitely one of the better Marvel movies out there. This is my first movie review. I don't really have a rating system, so let's just say I give this movie 8 Rannies out of 10. Whatever that means. Hey guys, change of format, I ran out of memory. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below for more content, and let me know, do you want me to talk more about Black Panther, my theories and how this movie connects to the MCU or to Avengers Infinity War? Do you want me to talk about Avengers Infinity War? I can talk about what I didn't like about the movie, because pretty much this whole entire video was me rambling on about how much I liked it. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and until next time, peace.